Serving your community, this is CBC.
Good morning, Saskatchewan. Welcome to show number 59 of All Time Switchback. Hard to believe it's December already. I've been to a couple of Christmas parties. Boy, and it feels like Christmas out there. Just 24 more sleeps until Big Santa comes, and just 63 more sleeps until Groundhog Day. Kind of a special day on my calendar. Actually, I'm really looking forward to Groundhog Day this year because I'm looking forward to spring already. I'm just so cold. Boy, that's how come we know it's time for Christmas. As a matter of fact, folks, we're going to warm you up on today's program, so you may want to get out of your jammies and put on something that'll allow you to get active, because we've got a couple of sort of active things here to keep us warm. But I've been promising for a long time to phone out again, and I'm going to do that right now. Phone you folks, and if the phone is ringing right now, it could be me, and I want to ask you folks what you've been doing to keep warm. So, I'm not going to tell you who I'm calling here, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's see here. This is a long-distance phone call. The outside of Regina. This is to a very, very faithful viewer of Switchback, somebody who watches all the time, and I'm sure that this person's going to be awake. If only the phone would ring. There's that first ring. We've got $6,000 in our hamper. Hello? Oh, it's still ringing. This is so thrilling. Sounds like a party line.
I'm doing fine.
Is this Crazy Craig?
Yep.
Crazy Craig, Bill Wright from Switchback. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good. Like you write in all the time to our contest, don't you?
Yep.
You're a real faithful fan. Hey, let me tell you, what have you been doing to keep warm? Like, it's been 30 below here for days. What have you been doing to keep warm?
Well, I've been driving and slogging and doing lots of things.
All right. Well,
On the farm.
Oh, you're on the farm there in wartime.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for being such a good fan, and thanks for answering the phone.
Yeah.
Keep warm. Have a good winter.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we're going to try another one. I'm having a good time here. This time I'm trying to phone a couple of sisters that also write in quite a few times. It says on their letter here, call me anytime. Now's as good a time as any to give them a call. Boy, oh boy. Paz, what have you been doing to keep warm? Just staying in bed, got the heated blanket turned up to like sizzle. Oh, I've been doing that a lot. I got a feeling these people are like sleeping in. Let me tell you, if you folks know Crystal Smith or Angela Smith, you can tell them they have missed their opportunity to talk live on Switchback. But anyway, they're probably keeping warm, and I think we all should try to keep warm right now. Let's take a look at some of the things happening on today's Switchback. Oh boy, take a whimsical ride with Sting, and love is the seventh wave. This is Survivor's hard-hitting hit from Rocky 162. It's Burning Heart. The dynamic duo ferret out that sleazy somnambulist, the Sandman. And the Arrows do their hit, Talk Talk. Soul Sisters, Aretha Franklin and Annie Lennox. Lay it on you with Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. A somnambulist? Apparently that's a sleepwalker, and that's who Batman's got to be worried about this week. All right, some other things happening. We've got some members of the Queen City Kinsman Gymnastics Club in here doing some tumbling and high-flying action, and that'll certainly keep us all warm. And you folks at home, be ready to do some back handsprings off the coffee table, because, of course, we want you to participate there at home. Also, we've got Malcolm McLeod in here, and you've probably seen him on Newsday as a reporter, but he also has a wonderfully fun hobby and something that keeps him warm in the wintertime. He goes hot air ballooning, and we'll have kind of a bird's eye view over top of Regina as Malcolm and I got to go ballooning the other day. You'll have a chance to talk to both gymnasts and Malcolm McLeod. Also, our first In the Know of this season. I promise you this one's going to bowl you over. More on that a little bit later on. We'll be back, of course, with our contest draws and prizes and things like that throughout the morning. Things to try to keep you warm. Now it's time for our first rock video of the morning. This is Sting, and although he's done a lot of things as a movie actor and things like that, this is his latest tune, Love is a Seventh Wave.
In the empire of the senses, you're the queen of all you survey. All the cities, all the nations, everything that falls your way, I see. There is a deeper world than this, you don't understand. There is a deeper world than this, tugging at your hand. Every ripple on the ocean, every leaf on every tree, every sand dune in the desert, every power we never see. There is a deeper wave than this, shining in the world. There is a deeper wave than this, listen to me, girl. Feel it rising in the cities, feel it sweeping over land, over borders, over frontiers. Nothing will its power stand, I say. There is no deeper wave than this, rising in the world. There is no deeper wave than this, listen to me, girl. Every ripple on the ocean, every leaf on every tree, every sand dune, there's a place, every promise never seen. All the bloodshed on the air, all the weapons on the green, all the armies on the wasteland, all the symbols of our faith. There is a deeper wave than this, rising in the world. There is a deeper wave than this, listen to me, girl. At the still point of destruction, at the center of the fury, all the angels, all the devils, all around us, can't you see? There is a deeper wave than this, rising in the land. There is a deeper wave than this, nothing will withstand. Seventh wave, I say. Seventh wave, I say. Seventh wave, I say. Seventh wave, I say. Seventh wave.
It's the Voltron Master Motorized Lion Force.
They've got motors!
They spring into action. You can pretend you're racing through space, defending the Galaxy Alliance.
Let's form Voltron! Form feet and legs, form arms and body, and I'll form the head. Go Voltron!
The Voltron Master Motorized Lion Force comes complete as shown or in individual sets. And for really big action, there's also the Voltron Giant Commander. Batteries not included. It's a grand toy.
Bacon pizza! Sausage pizza! Tortinos! Crispy! New bacon pizza and sausage pizza! Totino's!
Simon's Jewelry proudly presents the 7th anniversary sale. Every item in Simon's fine selection is reduced. All 10-karat gold chains 60% off. Tricolored gold chains and bracelets 40% off. Diamond rings at 27 to 50% savings. All Seiko watches 37% off. And a 7-diamond cluster ring anniversary priced at $89.99.
Simon's Jewelry for the best in jewelry design.
Simon's Jewelry, 1905 Osler.
Dream along.
Quality Records proudly presents Mr. Relaxation Perry Como. Now, for the first time ever at a store near you, Magic Moments with Perry Como.
And I love you
40 giant hits, 2 spectacular albums.
Catch your falling star and put it in
The only complete Perry Como collection on the market today.
Find a wheel.
Magic Moments with Perry Como. 40 original hits from Quality Records. It's in stores now.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan, or should I say welcome backwards. Last week we celebrated our backwards show, and what we did was come up with a phrase. We wrote it down backwards. We wanted you people to say it frontwards. Or I guess if you took the backwards one and put the backwards one backwards, it would be frontwards. There it is. Echt, niksitjiksi, it's rats, full wash. What is that if you turn it around? Well, of course it is. The chicken is the star of the show. And although it hurts me to say it, I guess the truth always hurts. We'll be drawing 3 winners here today. Dear Switchback, the answer is the chicken is the star of the show. Yes, and a nice-looking drawing right here. See you around, Bill. Krista Yonk, I think it is, lives in North Battleford. Okay, you're one of our winners. As I say, we're going to draw 3 winners today who think the chicken is the star of the show, and they're going to win a boggle game. Brent Smith, I really like your show. You got that right. Mark Russell, the chicken is the star of the show. All right, another winner for you, Brent. I'll dig down here in the bottom and try to figure out. Incidentally, we're just loving all this mail that you guys are coming up with. The answer is the chicken is the star of the show. My name is Kayleen Grittner, Cameron Street, Regina. Good job, guys. You 3 people are the winner of Deluxe Boggle Hidden Word Game, which is kind of appropriate, I guess, because you can practice with the words backwards. Comes here, you get all these letters, scramble them up. You have to figure out if you can come up with a word frontwards or backwards. Anyway, it's a great game. Also comes with this little handy timer here, and this is how you try to figure out how much time you got left to come up with your words. Kind of reminds me, too, of a little hourglass here, and it looks like the sands of time are sort of running out for this week's Batman, in fact. Batman. Welcome back, Saskatchewan. As promised, we're going to warm you folks up on a very cold Sunday morning, so get ready for some heavy action here, gang, because with us this morning is Michael Lemieux, and Michael's the program coordinator with the Queen City Kinsman Gymnastics Club here in Regina. Good morning and welcome to Switchback.
Good morning. Thank you for having us on.
You're certainly welcome. Now, gymnastics, I guess, really caught on with the worldwide popularity here a couple of Olympics ago with Nadia Comaneci and Olga Korbut and things like that, and now all kinds of kids and even some of us older folks enjoy gymnastics a lot. You've brought along a lot of the young folks from our club this morning, and maybe just to start things off, Michael, I'll let these kids get started, and they'll go through some basic tumbling runs, and you and I can continue to chat. Ready?
All right.
All right, go for it. All right. Now, these people look relatively small and young. About what age would these people be?
This morning we have both male and females ranging from the age of 9 years old to about 11 years old.
9
to 11.
Now, I always get the impression that gymnasts are quite young and quite tiny. Is there any appropriate age, really, that these youngsters get started off? I suppose they start off just with fun programs and not really competitive things.
Exactly. Well, the gymnasts we have here are a result of 2 programs, either our preschool program or our recreational program. And then from there, they're recruited into competitive gymnastics if they so desire.
What would maybe be the average length of time that these particular athletes have been involved?
I would say that on an average 4 to 5 years, most of these children have been involved in the sport.
Okay. It looks like they're doing things now that are sort of slow and smooth and things. Is that sort of part of a warm-up, or would you normally go through this sort of progression?
Yes, actually, it is both. Part of a warm-up, and it involves different type of elements. For example, more presses. Jason is doing a press to handstand, and Allison is just doing handstand forward roll. It's a general body warm-up.
Okay. What sorts of maybe skills or talents are developed with gymnastics? Things like strength and flexibility. Is there sort of some basic principles that are covered?
Oh, definitely. I would say that for young children to get involved in this sport, it has tremendous benefit as far as eye-hand coordination. It's incredible as far as we have a problem with our athletes because they're always recruited into their school programs and end up coming late to practice, which is excusable.
Well, as long as they're active in something, I think that's pretty important.
Yes.
Now, the World Championships were just recently held in Montreal here a couple of weeks ago, and I guess the Russians really cleaned up again. A lot of the Eastern European countries do very well, but of course Canadian athletes and actually Saskatchewan athletes are really improving a lot.
Oh, it's quite good. The problem that was realized, I believe, is that the Eastern Bloc countries, their government believe it's very important for them to be recognized internationally as far as sport accreditation goes. And here in Canada, or North America more so, we're just now realizing that it is important, and this is something that we want our country to be involved in.
Right. Now, your club, Michael, the club you're involved with, and most of these youngsters are in Regina, but of course there's gymnastics clubs throughout the province.
Oh, definitely. Saskatchewan has a really strong enrollment. We have clubs all over the province, and basically if somebody's interested, what they could do is get in touch with the Saskatchewan Gymnastics Association here in Regina, and then just find out where there's a club in their community.
Even some of the small communities have pretty strong gymnastics programs. Huh?
Very strong, yes. Most of our program is built up, province-wide from small programs by population.
How many participants would there be at the Queen City Kinsman Club itself?
Total enrollment for our club is right around 1,100. We have some preschools, we have some recreational and competitive that would include. So we're looking at probably one of the largest top 5 clubs within Western Canada, if not Canada, here in Regina.
That's really good. What sorts of things are they doing now? They seem to be picking up the speed a little bit and the complexity.
Exactly. Now we're getting into some more acrobatic skills where you'll see they'll go from their feet to their hands and back to their feet. In gymnastics, you like to set an impression where sometimes they're traveling from a low level up to a high level and back down to a low. So now this is right now a front handspring that Jason's doing, and dive aerial walkover that Amy's doing. Oh, Allison.
Allison.
The twin, yes. I should have known. She cut her hair especially for that reason.
So you can tell them apart. Now the men's routines are different than the women's routines, right?
Yes.
Or and the types of activities. These kids are doing almost sort of general tumbling runs now.
That's
but when they get into the rings and things like that, maybe you could tell us which the events are.
For women, basically the difference on floor is that the women, they're involved in a lot more dance activities, whereas in the men, it's basically artistic, but it has a lot more strength element.
Okay. What are all the different routines that women do? There's the beam and things like that?
Women are involved in beam, uneven bars, vaulting, and floor exercise.
Those 4?
Those 4. And the men are involved in floor, pommel horse, rings, vaulting, parallel bars, and horizontal bar. So there's 6 Olympic events for men.
Okay. What would you consider to be the most difficult woman's routine or apparatus to work on?
We're probably sitting on it right now, the balance beam.
The balance beam.
I'd have to say, definitely.
Okay, and how about perhaps the most difficult for the men?
For men, it would be pommel horse. It's probably the most difficult. They're actually a lot related.
Right. It takes a lot of strength and things in the upper body for those things.
Oh, definitely.
All right, Michael, we're going to give the folks at home a chance. Now, if you've got some questions of Michael about gymnastics in general, or maybe what some of these youngsters are doing, give us a call right now. You know our phone number is 359-1069 if you're in Regina. Dial a 1-359-1076 if you're calling long distance. While you folks are phoning, Michael, maybe we can get a couple of the young gymnasts here to perform for us. So maybe a couple of people on the beam here, and then we'll get a couple of guys up there on the rings.
Sure, we'll do that. Okay, we'll go right after Jason's done.
Okay.
Okay.
Jason, you can go last guy down the tumbling run.
Good.
All right. Very well done tumbling run.
Thank you.
You guys have done just a super job. Okay, we'll start out on the beam here, which is only 4 inches wide. And who's our gymnast?
Yes, it is. Our gymnast this morning is Allison Randall, Amy Randall, and she's going to do a nice beam routine for us.
Now, obviously, balance is very important here with that beam only being 4 inches wide. It must take a long time. Do they start with the beam this high when they first learn?
Actually, with the beam, we have different levels, depending on the skill, but normally we like to take it down low, closer to the ground, and work their way up. Actually, regulation height is probably approximately 1 meter off the ground. So for today, we're just going very nice. Thank you very much.
Very well done. All right, who's up
next? Now we have Lisa Symes first.
It looks like very nice equipment that the club has.
Yes, this is Spieth Anderson. They're a Canadian manufacturing company, and actually they're making themselves known worldwide as far as equipment goes.
Right. I guess you have to have good equipment, and safety is obviously very important.
Safety is very, very, very important.
I made fun earlier, Michael, of folks maybe doing this at home, but obviously, no, you don't jump off the microwave into a back handspring. Okay. Very well done. All right,
now we'll go to rings.
Let's set a couple of guys up here on the rings. The rings always look really difficult to me to get up there and hold on. They're trembling and shaking.
Rings is a big strength element here. And so we're going to have Shane Smith, first of all, do a little ring routine. I'm just going to set this down.
All right. What is it that Shane's doing here? Just spinning around?
Right now, Shane did in-locate to back up rise, L support. Now he's working a shoulder stand. This is basically a balance hold. Dislocate, and now back layout dismount.
Dismount, all right. Very well done, Shane. Okay, and our last performer here, I think this is Jason. Again, it looks like they have chalk on their hands or something to help them out.
Yes, chalk's very important, especially working with apparatus work, because it keeps the gymnast able to stay on the equipment a lot better, as the pores of the hands will perspire. All right, thank you very much, Jace.
All right, very well done, Jason. If you folks out there have a phone call question for us, now's the time to call in. Michael, come on and grab us here at the couch. Grab that little unit there and clip that on. I'll take a call here and see what Saskatchewan wants to know about gymnastics. Good morning.
Hi, this is Rachel from Saskatoon.
How are you doing up there in Saskatoon?
Cold.
Cold. Yeah, got a gymnastics question for us?
How many hours do they train a week?
Train a week. These gymnasts today you've seen basically train from approximately 7 hours a week on up to 11 hours a week.
When you just start out as a real youngster, though, it would be
yes,
maybe
recreational is an hour, hour and a half, and then as the desire increases, so do the hours.
Okay, thanks a lot for calling. Keep warm up there in Saskatoon.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hello, my name's Daphne Vindevogel from Pilot View.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good, I think I met you one time, didn't I?
Yep.
Yes, Vindevogel in Pilot Butte, nice people. Got a question for Michael.
Yeah. Do you think any of your people would be able to make it for the championship?
Like Olympics or something like that?
Yeah.
Olympics, it depends on the desire of these particular athletes. They're young enough where they have an equal chance as compared to children around the world. It just depends on how bad they really want to achieve.
Right. There's pretty stiff competition, obviously, to win.
Yes, when you're talking world, it is.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks a lot for calling, Daphne.
Yeah, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, this is Marlene from Regina.
Hi, Marlene. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm dandy.
Good.
Jim. Gymnastics.
Any of those...
Sorry.
Do any of those children do any other kind of exercises, like to help build up their strength, like bodybuilding and that, or is it just straight gymnastics?
Right now it's straight gymnastics, and in the program it's incorporated conditioning, but we tend to stay away from weight training at a very young age.
Oh.
I guess the flexibility is important. Too many
flexibility is very important. Probably on an average of each workout a half hour of flexibility and probably about a half hour of conditioning the kids are involved with.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good question.
Okay, can I say hi to Sue?
Certainly.
Hi, Sue.
Hi. All right. Have a good morning.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, Michael, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
And certainly thank all your gymnasts for us. It was
thank you very much.
wonderful thing.
Enjoyed it.
Certainly heated up a lot. Speaking of heating things up a little bit, Rocky IV is now in the theaters again. Pretty soon, Rocky 99 will make its appearance. And our second rock video of the morning features Survivor and the hit to that Rocky IV tune, Burning Heart. You know, being a TV megastar, sometimes it's kind of hard on your nerves, so there's nothing I like to do to unwind other than bowl. You know, a couple of frames of bowling is pretty relaxing. The pins sit there, you take your basic little bowling ball. It's a simple game, you just, okay, well, you just take your basic bowling ball and you just throw it down there. The pins don't move, it's a simple kind of thing. You can really release tension and things by bowling. Although sometimes the game tends to get just a little bit frustrating, you know. I decided we should combine some education with this recreation, and Cheryl Pinkerton in Regina, we put you in the know by telling you where the bowling ball goes after you throw it. I've had it with this silly game, time to actually hit these things. As you can clearly see, the sport of bowling is still one of the most popular activities for people of all ages. I like it because you get to wear these really nifty shoes. Anyway, it's a rather simple sport. You throw balls like these down there and try to knock over some pins. One of the things that's not so obvious is what happens to the bowling ball after you knock over the pins. Well, fortunately, I consider myself a pretty good bowler, so I'm going to take this ball, knock over some pins, and then show you what happens and put you in the know. After the ball has done its damage hitting the pins, it follows a trough along the back here and awaits a ride on this conveyor belt. It comes up this conveyor belt, hits a trap, and goes back downhill to the front so that waiting bowler can grab it again. It's a rather simple process, actually. Matter of fact, this is my ball right now, and it's got strike written all over it. Cheryl Pinkerton, this one's for you. Okay, so maybe I'm not the world's greatest bowler. Thanks to you, Cheryl Pinkerton, you put me in the know, and hopefully we put you in the know. And anybody else out there that has some kind of a burning question that you want to know about, like who exactly makes those little magnetic things that you stick on your refrigerator, if you have questions like that or anything else, why don't you write them down and send them to us, and we'll put you in the know. Here is our Switchback address. Send them to Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and everyone knows our postal code, S4P4A1. All right, thanks again. We'll be having lots of In the Know segments, and as long as these books last, our David Suzuki Looking at Plants book, that's the kind of thing that you have a chance to get if we use your In the Know on our program. All right, we've been trying for a couple of weeks now to get this particular video on, and without any more talk, let's go to Arrow and talk.
No matter how I try, I see him wasting my time. I've got better things to do. You're never gonna change. No one is impressed by you. You never stop. Tell me where you gonna go when there's no one left to listen to you. Someone who's easily impressed. You're no secret agent. You ain't that mysterious. You're not bad like you. I can see right through you. You're never gonna change. No one is impressed by you. You never stop. Tell me where you gonna go when there's no one left. You got to say something. Say it right or say nothing. Don't really care much for your point of view. You got to say something. Why don't you just say something? Words mean so little coming from you.
Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors.
Taste the rainbow.
New Skittles.
Skittles.
All your favorite fruit flavors.
Taste the rainbow.
In Skittles.
Skittles. Bite-sized candy.
Colorful candy shells with chewy fruit flavors in the middle. Strawberry, orange, lemon, lime Skittles. Bite-sized candies. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors.
Taste the rainbow.
New Skittles.
Simon's Jewelry proudly presents the 7th anniversary sale. Every item in Simon's fine selection is reduced. All 10-karat gold chains 60% off. Tri-colored gold chains and bracelets 40% off. Diamond rings at 27 to 50% savings. All Seiko watches 37% off. And a 7-diamond cluster ring anniversary priced at $89.99.
Simon's Jewelry for the best in jewelry design.
Simon's Jewelry, 1905 Osler.
Give me just one more chance.
Red Hot Exile headlines Quality Records Super Country 85. A hot new album starring The Judge.
Mama, he's crazy.
This is the year's best, featuring sensational Ricky Skaggs.
But if you're gonna cheat on
Keeping it country with Merle Haggard, Steve Wariner, and Ronnie Millsap.
still losing you.
The incredible George Jones.
Eat my rock and I
Country's hottest group, Alabama. Dolly Parton, David Allen Coe, Eddie Raven. This is Super Country 85 with Willie Nelson.
Good morning, America.
Country rocker Waylon Jennings. Earl Thomas Conley. #1 from Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin Brothers. If you want country's best, check out Super Country 85 from Quality Records. It's in stores now.
I learned an exciting word this morning, somnambulist. I guess that means a sleepwalker. Anyway, let's get now to the exciting conclusion of Batman as he takes on the Sandman.
You don't want me? You don't want me because I'm not a boy?
This is the story that has touched the hearts of millions.
How dare you! I shall never forgive Gilbert Blythe. The iron entered my soul, Diana. My mind is made up. My red hair is a curse.
She was spunky, precocious, irrepressible.
Certainly have a genius for trouble.
Anne Shirley, what the heck are you doing?
Fishing for lake trout.
It's certain that she didn't injure her tongue.
He's a determined young man. Then as far as you're concerned, he's fair game. Doesn't matter where I go or how I change. I'll always be your Anne. Anne of Green Gables.
Megan follows, Colleen Dewhurst, Richard Farnsworth in the world premiere of Anne of Green Gables, a movie special tonight on CBC Television.
Hi, I'm Stu Jeffries, new host of Good Rockin' Tonight. Because I'm new, I'm at a disadvantage. I don't know you, and I'd love to get to know you better. The only way that that's possible is if you write in to Good Rockin' Tonight, care of CBC, Post Office Box 4600, Vancouver, BC. In that letter, let me know something about yourself. Let me know requests, suggestions, things you'd like to see on the show, things you wouldn't like to see on the show. But for crying out loud, write. That's Stu, by the way, S-T-U, not Steve or Hugh. Think they got the message? That should be it, right? Yeah.
Dialing 911 connects you to the police. 911 connects you to the fire department. 911 connects you to ambulance service. Dial 911. No coin required. 911. The only emergency telephone number you need to know.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan. Frosty morning throughout our entire province, so we thought a good way to warm things up would be with a hot air balloon. And with us is probably no stranger to you folks, Malcolm McLeod, who, of course, works here at Newsday for CBC, but he's also very interested in ballooning. Welcome to Switchback, Malcolm. We're going to give you folks a chance that a lot of us don't have, and that is to actually be up close with a giant hot air balloon. We see them floating around from time to time. A lot of competitions, very colorful things. And Malcolm, maybe to start things off, you could just describe to us some of the equipment that you would have here today and we would need to go hot air ballooning.
Sure, Bill. This is the basic ballooning outfit right here. What we do is put it all in the back of a half-ton truck and haul it out to where we want to take off. This is the balloon itself, all stuffed into a bag.
The entire balloon
is packed in here, yeah. It's a fine nylon so that it packs up pretty tightly. The basket behind us here, we have some of these propane cylinders that we put in here.
That would be...
That's the fuel.
That would
propane in bottles.
How many tanks would you need?
3 or 4 usually. Depends on how much weight you want to carry on a specific day. But we strap the tanks in the basket, and then up here we have the burner that heats the balloon.
This is the thing that goes...
You got it.
And keeps us warm. Actually, right. It's pretty warm in the wintertime, just the heat coming off of
right.
there.
Most of the heat is going up, but there's a bit that comes down on your face and keeps your hands warm if you want to.
Okay. And this is the entire basket which would carry the people. About how many people could you carry? Or?
In the summer, usually only 2 because of the heat, but in the wintertime, when it's nice, dense air, you can carry 3 or 4 people. All made out of wicker. This is what the original balloons were made. Balloon baskets were made out of 200 years ago, and in 200 years they haven't ever found anything that was any better. It takes the shock of a landing really well, and it's durable and it's light.
Okay.
Great stuff.
Maybe you could mention, we'll tip this up and give people a chance to see inside. There's a couple of things, I guess, inside of the basket that people might not realize is actually there.
These are your basic flying instruments for a balloon. Here you have a compass. This little gauge tells you if you're going up or down and how fast. This one tells you your altitude. It's arranged like a clock and gives you altitude above sea level, actually, so you have to know what your ground height is so you know how far you are up. And this one here is a remote reading temperature, remote reading thermometer that has a line that goes right up to the top of the balloon and will tell you how hot the air right up at the top is. If you get the air in the balloon too hot, it'll your fabric will deteriorate a lot faster than if you fly it cool.
So,
like a lot of other things, I guess.
Right. Obviously, you have to learn a lot of different things. Are you a pilot, or can anybody just go fire up the balloon and take off?
There's a, I'm a balloon pilot. There's a Transport Canada pilot license for balloons. Requires a pilot to take 16 hours of flying in a balloon, have a medical that's like a private pilot for an aircraft, and write a written exam on weather, air regs, how to operate a balloon.
Okay. Let's take a look now, Malcolm. I had a chance to go out and watch you and some other members of the Prairie Balloon Group as we prepared the balloon for a bit of a flight. So we'll take a look at this shot, and you can maybe describe what's happening.
Sure. Yeah, here we are just getting the propane tanks into the balloon. That's
and you have to hook up the fuel supply.
Yeah, hooking up the there's a pilot light there that's being hooked up and just checked out. That little flame runs all the time, and then when you want to give your burner a big blast there, you just hit the valves, and that opens the propane jets.
Okay,
now once we get the balloon, the basket set up, we lay it down on the ground on its side, and then we have 8 wires that connect the balloon up to the basket. We're just getting clipped up here with some carabiners. And there we are spreading it out. Once we have it on the, hooked up, we get it all laid out on the ground, and
the balloon is huge. I mean, I guess I never had any idea of how big it was until I saw it there. How many? It must hold a lot.
It holds
cubic feet.
77,000 cubic feet of air. That's slightly over 2,000 cubic meters, metric folks. And this is how we get it inflated here. Just we're using a little fan there to heat it up or to fill it with air. And once we get it full of air, we just fire the burner into the mouth and start heating the air up inside. Once we get it a little hotter, the balloon starts to rise up off the ground.
It takes quite a crew of people. It's not just a one-person job at all.
Right. Well, we have. It's been a good thing for a club with 4 people involved in flying it at the minimum.
Okay, hands off. Thank you, Prairie Balloon Group.
All right. Fortunately, I got to take off with the chicken. Didn't add too much extra weight. I hope you didn't mind. A lot of fun. A really weird sensation, of course, going, because it's the only sound is the burner, and it's just sort of very peaceful up there.
Right. You never feel any rising or descending in a balloon either. Basically, it feels like you get in it and the ground drops away.
Chase,
it's not even like an elevator.
Yeah, hello. We're looks like we're going more to the north, directly north, possibly a bit northeast now.
Roger.
I'll call you back later on.
Okay, we're going for coffee.
That's one of the things a lot of people might not realize, is that you've got a radio in the balloon, and that allows you to communicate with the ground support, I guess.
Yeah, and with the air tower as well. There's, in Wascana Center, we flew over some geese who were trying to keep the water open by just staying around there by the thousands.
That looks just amazing when they take off. About what altitude would we be above the ground here?
Flying at about 800 to 1,000 feet above ground.
Is that a normal?
Yeah, that's sort of thing. A nice altitude for over town. Here you can see we're getting right down low to the ground, letting the balloon cool off, and as we do, you can see that when we land, it isn't really the most graceful thing in the world. It's kind of like a controlled crash.
It sort of drags you along a little bit too.
Yeah, it wasn't particularly windy that day, so we were able to get the basket stopped there, and then just we have a great big vent in the top of the balloon that we open up there, and then that just lets all the hot air out, and then the thing will just lay down in this pretty well reverse of the way it came up.
Okay. A great way to view the city, and kind of a peaceful thing. Now tell me, Malcolm, as a member of the Prairie Balloon Group, I guess, you can balloon for fun, but there's sort of a competitive angle. Have you ever been involved in a competition? Maybe you could describe it. Is it how high you go, or how far you stay up, or how do they?
All the competitions that balloonists have are a variation of trying to get yourself to a target and drop a marker as close as you can to the center of the target. Now, you might think that's not too tough, but the only problem with a balloon is that you can't go anywhere independent of the wind. So that whichever way the wind goes, you're going with it. And your only steering comes from picking different altitudes with different winds, because the winds are usually quite different at different altitudes, and if you use those altitudes just right, you can maneuver yourself over the target and drop your beanbag right on the X.
All right, so it takes a lot of experience to sense that change and shift in the wind.
Yeah, it's a lot of a feel type of thing.
Right. Okay, if you folks at home have a question for us about ballooning, about how Malcolm got involved, or just how these things work in the first place, give us a call right now, and Malcolm would be happy to answer your question. And while they're phoning in, Malcolm, you've brought along a little demonstration balloon for us, and maybe you can describe to us just the principle of how these hot air balloons work.
Sure. We'll just, as we're doing this, I can tell you a little bit about it. This was a little balloon that I've just made up out of a few strips of tissue paper. Makes it nice and light. And what we're going to do is just demonstrate Archimedes' principle of buoyancy, something that the Greeks knew about 2,000 years ago, but...
Keep that in mind, Archimedes' principle of buoyancy.
The people never figured out that that would fly a balloon until about the late 1700s.
What's the difference between a Zeppelin and a balloon, or a dirigible, things like the Hindenburg? Are they different?
Dirigibles and Zeppelins and blimps are all airships. They have a motor as well as a bag, so that not only do they float, but you can steer them around the sky as well.
Okay.
Okay, now if you just want to hold that over there.
Okay. Oh, you want me to hold this up in the air?
Yeah, I'll just get a little...
Okay, we're going to create some of our own heat in here. Ooh. Yes. Got a light?
Okay, now, Archimedes' principle of buoyancy is just that if there's any body that's in a medium more dense than it is, that it'll float. And the amount of buoyancy is equal to the difference in their weights. So what we're going to do is just decrease the density in the paper bag here with a little heat.
So we have to be careful not to burn the... Oh, look, it's starting to fill up already. This would not be the kind of thing to try at home just because it looks neat, unless you certainly know what you're doing. That's interesting.
Okay, now as she begins to fill there, she's getting fairly... I think you can take the fishing rod away now, Bill, if you can get it out of there.
Okay.
Okay, now it's got enough heat to hold its own weight. And we'll just add a little more heat in there. And let it go. Well, you just have to keep it from going into the lights.
All right, that'll... Now it's warm enough, it'll stay there for a little while until that air temperature cools down to...
As soon as the densities are equalized, then we have neutral buoyancy, and there it is, starting to come down.
All right, it's coming down. All right, very, very well done. Malcolm, if I can get you to sneak over here, we'll take some phone calls. Good morning, welcome to Switchback.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Good. Got a question on hot air ballooning?
Yes, how high can the balloons go?
Well, this one that we have here today would go up to 15 or 20,000 feet quite easily. Balloons of this size have gone to over 50,000 feet. That's the world record for a 4-passenger balloon.
50,000 feet? Now, the people have to have oxygen themselves to breathe.
Oh, yeah.
That's way up there with the planes. Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi, my name's Darcy Wenzel. I'm from Saskatoon.
Hi, Darcy. You got a question for us?
Yeah, is the balloon part fireproof?
Yes, it is. Just around the bottom, we have this yellow fabric. This is called Nomex, and it's the same material that they make racing drivers' flame suits out of. The actual balloon itself, I'll just get a piece of it here, is a light nylon. Where is it? We've lost it. Here it is. Just a real light nylon, lighter than a ski jacket. And that will, if you can put a hole in that with a flame, but this yellow stuff is a lot stronger.
So the stuff closest to the flame is fireproof. Thanks for calling, Darcy.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi. I have a question for Malcolm.
Right on.
What's the minimum age you have to be to fly an air balloon?
Good question.
I believe that the pilot license, you can hold a pilot license when you're 16, and you can start training when you're 15.
Okay.
So,
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
How long has you've been flying?
How long have I been flying? I've been flying balloons for about 8 years now, and in a couple hours I'll have accumulated 300 hours in balloons.
It doesn't sound like a lot, but 300 hours is a lot
of balloon flights.
Did you get started right here in Saskatchewan, or where did you...
No, there weren't any balloonists in Saskatchewan when I got started. I just saw an ad in a flying magazine one day and sent off a letter, and that led to a couple more letters, and we found a guy in Edmonton who was flying balloons. There are a whole lot of them in Alberta right now. And, these guys taught us how to fly, and anybody who's a balloon pilot can also instruct. So you can pass on the knowledge that way.
Right. Looks like a lot of fun.
It is.
All right. Thanks a lot for calling. Bye-bye. Okay, our contest this week, folks, is for you folks to... Let's see. Oh, I got one. Whilst we were flying, a group of wild beasts flew away from underneath of us. What was it that flew away from underneath of us? Write that down and send it to us. You saw the address. We just saw the address really quick here. Thank you very much, Malcolm, for being here. Best of luck with the Prairie Balloon Group. Thanks very much for the ride. I had a lot of fun. We're going to be back in 2 minutes, folks, so don't go away. Now, I want to hop right in.
Throughout history, lepers have been feared, segregated, even killed. Today, leprosy is curable, and the biggest problem is ignorance on the part of the public and the medical profession. Mainly a disease of poor countries, leprosy still occurs naturally in the United States. Discover the new face of leprosy on The Nature of Things with David Suzuki, Wednesday at 8:30 in Newfoundland.
CBC Television presents a holiday spectacular.
You're new here, aren't you? Where am I? Come on, I'm not kidding. Stop fooling around.
Taller Cranston's Christmas Fantasy on Ice. Join this magical search for the true meaning of Christmas. Taller Cranston, Martha Gibson, and a dazzling array of skating stars, including Robin Cousins, JoJo Starbuck, Norbert Schramm. Taller Cranston's True Gift of Christmas, Sunday, December 8th.
People are relying on computers more and more these days, but despite all the electronic gadgetry, sometimes we miss the obvious. So on Newsday Weather, we're going to be doing more. We'll be checking the latest computer and satellite information, but I'll be going outside too to make sure that you get the latest and best weather picture. So join me for Newsday Weather weeknights at 6 on CBC 9 and 4. Remember, we're the people who really get involved in the weather.
It's super grand, agile, speedy, and brave.
Look out! Super grand!
Monday. There's a wise old owl to entertain you and surprise you with whatever is new and what you like to do. On Owl TV, Tuesday afternoon.
Welcome back, Saskatchewan. You know, we've been talking about a video contest for quite a while now. We're going to give you another chance to take a close look at the rules to our contest. And I'll also describe to you folks that it is a dandy prize, a combination clock, radio, television set that we'll be giving out. Now, there'll be 2 winning groups in our province, or winning individuals, either those over 15 or under 15. And just as a quick reminder, this video contest is going to happen probably sometime in January. And on next week's program, we'll have a guy in here that's sort of a independent video person himself. So you might want to get together your video team for next week and watch our program very closely so you'll learn about how to put your video together. But without further ado, let's show you folks the rules to our video contest. Okay, it has to be your own video that tells a story. It can be a rock video, drama, anything like that. Not longer than 4 minutes. Okay, there's 2 categories, as I mentioned, either 15 and under or over 15. If there's a group of you, we will take your average age. Now, they have to be into us by January 15th, 1986. That's about a month and a half from now. It can be VHS or Beta, Sony 3/4 inch, any format that you want is fine. You can use it sort of home movie style or at school. Now, groups, schools, organizations, even families, you might want to tell Santa that that's the kind of thing that you want for Christmas. And, of course, we want no professionals at all. This is a chance for you folks out there as amateurs to be involved in our competition. As I said, next week, more details on the video contest. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, our final rock video of the morning features Annie Lennox. And she's one of the sisters doing it for herself with Aretha Franklin. All right, guys, just about time for us to head off for another week. We want to remind you folks of our contest this week. That is when Malcolm and I were flying, what type of beasts flew away from underneath us? You had to be paying close attention. Write that down and send it to us. You know the address. I certainly want to thank you, Malcolm, for being in here.
My pleasure, Bill.